Well, hello, Schlarbniece, Persimmon Jones. Today, we're in a park, because that's where dudes who live in vans hang out when they message their sister with a pre-roll. Don't be alarmed. I was informed that this is a year that does contain a March and an April, but they happen later in the year. So we're just going to observe that. I'm really good at looking out for your acknowledgement of trends that aren't real things. You're welcome. This is Kush Boys, who's a brand who I don't think is specifically local to here, so you may have come across them. Don't tell anyone, but I think that their name has something to do with marijuanas and not Indian entities. And this is some sort of biscotti, right? So the story of this is that I got a free one with an $11 eighth of something of Kush Boys. I think it's something mocha, some sort of chino or latte. I sound like someone's aunt at like a K-pop concert. Did I use the Blackpink? Is that what it's called? Is that what the kids are calling vagina? Is it fluid? My niece told me to refer to things as fluid, other than actual fluids. I think that the reservoir for my brakes in my car actually might be agendered now, and I'm okay with that. I don't know which bathroom it will use at the Target, but it makes my car stop. Biscotti cream pie. So one of these came free. With the 8 that I got, and that was when I remembered that I have a sister who's my favorite person, whose weed needs are being met, but not by me. I can't say that I've neglected them. You're missing a thing that you probably aren't even used to enough to miss yet. But so since I got a free one, I bought one. It was only $5, so you're welcome. I spent a combined $5 on us. So let's smoke at a park. And I might have a story for you, but I think I'm just going to have a personal statement and things that I want you to know, and things that I'm going to say other than I'm sorry. Which, by the way, I'm going to light this, I promise, I swear, is a good lesson for you, because it will be good for you to find things to say other than I'm sorry. That is a pointed look. This would be about. I promise I'm gonna light this. Here we go. The 8 that I got from these guys is very strong and centering. So let's hope. What is this? This is a hybrid, right? Yeah, it's I think a sativa leaning hybrid. So stick that in your brain. I'm not gonna lie. First puff, I mainly tasted the paper. It's throaty. It's kind of like like deep throating a really classy cigar. Yeah, yeah. It's like being in like the leather chair scene in every mafia movie. Yeah, that's what it tastes like. It's okay. I think it's gonna have an effect. Here's my concern. I'm also drinking coffee, but my coffee cup is it's my phone stand. So what do? I use my hand. 7-Eleven no longer has the deal where you get the coffee and the donut for $3, which is just as well, because I don't think Krispy Kreme donuts are vegan. I don't think anything from Krispy Kreme. I don't think any food with that many K's in its name can be organic, right? Listen, I'm not exaggerating when I call you my favorite person. Like, that's of all time, that's in the world. And think of how adjacent you are to so many people who suck. Like, That's really good. You have like suck proof shielding, which these days you need because the calls come coming from inside the house. Shannon, it was never my intention to make you pay for me to live a wildly unsuccessful, unremarkable life, and I'm sorry that somewhere along the way I got too caught up in just barely surviving to do anything remarkable. Here's what I want you to know. If you go to my YouTube channel, it's very weird. Nobody looks at anything, but I've been recording videos to people, not just you. But I'm giving myself until the end of July to resolve everything that feels unresolved. And that's a lot of big conversations. I'm about to process via Zoom call a 12-year-old sexual assault from an ex-boyfriend of mine who stopped talking to me, I'm going to do all of that to empty out so that when I start in August with a new name and refined, slightly altered identity, I will only be putting all of this trauma to use in my art. I will use what I've learned on how to keep it from showing up in untoward ways in the rest of my life to people who don't deserve it. This is all right. It's it's like tailpipey in in an honest way. I like it all right. I think this will be the month though too that I catch up on the other months. Yeah, you should smoke this outside with me. Yeah. Things have been harder than I want to admit. I'm more hopeful than I'm sometimes afraid of believing in. But I have a plan. And the first step of the plan is to get myself off of your apron strings. And I want to own that one of the byproducts of how passive you and Dave are is you get to be the supporters and benefactors for lots and lots of people, but it also means that you don't always feel like you get the choice in that, and I don't want you to be eaten alive. The fact is that one day I may be at a point where I can suggest to you that you kick everybody out of your home who's not a part of your marriage. And, I'm brazen and dickish enough to do it as the guy who's still borrowing money from you, but I'm not going to. And listen, if that's what it takes to get me from swinging from your nuts financially, sorry, Shannon's nuts, and that's fine. Shannon, is Paolo still alive? It's been like forever. And I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't mind ending a sexual assault processing conversation with, oh, and by the way, your cat died not loving you. And then just that be it. That feels healthy. You know what else is healthy? Smoking a joint in the park with my virtual sister. I love you. Happy May.